Hey everyone, I'm going to make my third attempt to make this video. I don't know what's going on with my recorder, but anyway, I got a good question the other day, and it was how much money do I need to start trading or investing? And this question is probably like the quintessential question that literally everyone asks, so I think it's a good idea to make a video on it. So just right off the bat, I started with $25, right? So that's me. I started with $25. But I did a weekly auto deposit of $25 as well because I got paid every Friday. So right as I got my check, basically automatically 25 bucks went into my Robinhood account every week. And that's basically how I got started trading. And I know a lot of people will say, start with $100, start with $1,000, start with $10,000. And I've even seen a dude say, you gotta start with like $100,000, which I thought was so stupid. Cause like if you have $100,000, I mean you're good. You could literally just pay someone to trade your money for you, and you'd be fine. But for the rest of us fucking poor folk, we can't afford that shit. But I think that's a good way to start out though is if you can't afford a big um, purchase up front, which is totally fine. You could do like a weekly deposit or bi-weekly or monthly or whatever and just put a little bit in at a time and just, what I'm saying, let it grow. And with 25 bucks, you could do a lot like you see on this channel. I trade a lot of penny stocks and all the stocks you see on my list right here are all under 25 bucks. So I could buy any one of them. And I could buy like BPMX here. It's only 46 cents. I mean, I could buy like several shares of this for 25 bucks. Or I could buy one share of TECK, like it's just however you want to look at it. But typically most people, I think at least, will be like, what's the hot stock right now, And at some point, like probably Facebook will come up, but Facebook's like 134 bucks for one share. So like, if you really want to buy it, and you do like my strategy, I guess, which is like the 25 bucks a week when I was starting out, you'd have to wait 6 weeks just to buy one share of this. So you just like I don't think that's realistic, and I don't think there's anybody that wants to wait 6 weeks. You know what I mean? But I mean, if you buy penny stocks and all that and all the other stocks, you could be trading day one, as soon as that 25 bucks is in the account. So I think that's a good starting point, I guess. For me, it's more of how are you guys going to invest your time, because once the money's in the account, like, okay, cool, what's next? Like, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to buy? Are you going to do a buy and hold strategy? Are you going to do a swing trade? Are you going to do it be a day trader? What's your deal? But I think questions like that are kind of more important. Also, like, how much time are you going to put into trading? Are you just going to buy a couple stocks and just let it sit there and not do nothing? Are you going to be researching the stocks? Are you going to be daily actively watching reports and like live feeds and watching news on it and all that? Like what are you going to do? Because I think it's more important to ask yourself what's the most I can get out of my money by investing what time I have. And I ain't gonna lie, man, like if you're like me, I'm saying, you go to work, you got your day job, your 8 hours or whatever, and then you go home, and then you sit on the couch and watch TV, chill, whatever. What I'm saying? I'm not saying that's bad, but you just be like everyone else. Me personally, like as soon as I get home, man, I flip on the news, I pull up my charts, I start looking up shit, because I want to see what the next trade is. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that's literally every day I do that, but that's just kind of my strategy. Like I work during the day, then when I get home at night, I look into stuff. I watch news. Like you guys see my videos. I post like a lot of like economic news and stuff like that, like how it affects like certain stocks and trade, because that's what I'm into. I like watching that stuff. I like the politics of it. I like the economics of it. And that kind of influences me on how I trade, and that's just like my strategy. There's so many other strategies out there that you guys can take from, copy, develop your own, whatever. And I always encourage you guys to like watch other videos. Don't just watch my content and just assume whatever I'm saying is right, because what I'm saying, like, I know for every right answer I give, there'll be a wrong answer that I give as well. So always like fact check me, like look it up. Always follow up on that. Do your due diligence. To make yourself a better trader. But I just wanted to touch on that. Well, I don't want to make this video too long because I think the message I'm trying to give ultimately is it doesn't matter how much you start with. You just got to start for one. You know, you got to start doing it because that's what's get you in. Step one's always the hardest. But more importantly, like kind of work on developing a strategy of like what kind of stocks you're going to invest in. Are you going to buy and hold them? You know, are you going to be in a certain sector like tech or oil or banks or whatever? You know, are you going to use a different app besides Robinhood? Like me, I use Robinhood, I use Stash, I use Acorns, and I use this other one I started using called Loyal 3, which I'll make a video on it later on how it works. I'm still kind of learning it. It's a little weird, but you know, I'm gonna stick with it and I'm gonna give you guys info on that. So if you want to use it too, you can like learn from me. But just think of it that way, you know, like what like how are you gonna spend your money? How are you gonna spend your time? How are you gonna continue to learn? Because this is a continued education kind of game. You know, it's not like you go to, you know what I'm saying, you do your high school, you know, you do your years and you graduate and then that's it. You're like, no, trading, like you got to continually pay attention. You got to keep up with what's going on in the economy, you know. That's what's going to make you a better trader ultimately. But I just kind of wanted to give that little video. I really hope this one uploads this time because, man, I'm trying to make this video like for like the third time, like I said, and it's just killing me. But I'm going to keep doing it because, you know, I know this information is important to you all, so I'm going to stick with it, so don't worry. If you have any questions, as always, leave me a comment. Do my best to answer. And if you like my content, help me out, click like, subscribe, and I'll try to keep these videos coming for you all. So look out for that next one, and I'll talk to you later.